Alpha, it's your boy Alpha Zelmay, and as you can see, we are Mount Rushmore. Keep it on Mount Rushmore every Sunday at 5 Eastern. Hope y'all enjoy the show. I give you a different vibe, I give you a different feel. Of course, we are doing our top 4 fighting games, our Mount Rushmore of fighting games. And if y'all don't know, we have our list of fighting games right here, in which we have our current Mount Rushmore goals. Dragonball Z Tenkaichi 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Soulcalibur II, as well as Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now we're doing a little different this week. We
Melee.
are doing it different. We already got our 4. Each person in our group chats picked up to one game, and they pick what will be on their Mount Rushmore. Now, the thing is, we are fighting to see if a game knocks it off. Any other fighting game knocks out. We got a list of 30 games to knock it off. And then at the end, we got a little twist and gonna see what happens after that. But as y'all see the list, let y'all know. Follow us at overall99media.org. And if you have any questions to answer for casual conversations or ideas for any shows, let us know right now. We will try to get it done at overall99media@gmail.com. Shout out to the people. Shout out to Schoolman. He sees he's driving right now. Shout out to him. I appreciate that, Schoolman. But we're gonna get this started because y'all know we had to bring it back to start the show. It is the wheel.
Back to the wheel.
Back to the wheel. First off, we're gonna do our spin. What is the first game on our list? Yadagarasu. Yadagarasu is our first game on the list. Now, will Yadagarasu make our Mount Rushmore? Guess we have lost Afro coming.
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, I guess he's just banned. I still see him on my screen.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, no. But
yeah. So Yadagarasu is the first game on the list on our list of 30 Monterey.
it's a no for me.
I see that. I don't believe Yadagarasu. It'll be a no for me too. So it'll be a tie even without Afro. But it's here and there. Hopefully we get Afro soon and everything works good on his end. I know he said he had internet problems earlier. But I agree. Yadagarasu, that's a no for me, dog. Even though it's a great game. Always remember, it's a great arcade game that y'all love and adore. Next up, we're back to the wheel.
The wheel.
Next up, what game we got?
I mean, it's just amazing that we have Overlord Zell here to take over the world, but give you a nice little entertaining thing in the meantime.
Ooh. Mortal Kombat 2011. We have Mortal Kombat 2011 here. Great game. Bring it back to our time. Afro coming is back with us.
See, I was trying to think of what potential Mortal Kombat would I rock with. I mean, like it'll probably be something between 2010 and 2011. You know, for those two. But I'm cool with Mortal Kombat not making it, to be fair.
So what you think, Afro?
Who's Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat 2011.
I might disappear again. I told you Restream don't fuck with me.
That's crazy.
It's Mortal Kombat 2011, Afro.
I fuck with 2011. I do. I don't know though. Oh, there I went.
Hello. So we lost Afro.
We have?
Yeah, we have lost the Afro again.
I don't know. I don't know. He used his phone data or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what it is.
It says he's still there though. It ain't even out this time. So I don't know what's going on. There, is he back? There you go. He's gone. Technical issues on so many different people. But Mortal Kombat 2011, Monterey. It is a great game. It is on our top 30. A lot of people had on their top list. Basically, like a return to Mortal Kombat for most people. The movie
Once
based
they
on
regulated the fact that freaking Alien broke the game, yeah, but other than that, it was solid. I mean, it was good. What's our current for? It's Smash Brothers Melee,
yes, Super Smash Brothers,
Tenkaichi 3,
Tenkaichi 3,
MVC
Marvel
2.
vs. Capcom 2, Soul Calibur 2, and Super Smash Bros. Melee.
I mean, I don't mind putting it above Soul Calibur 2. I'm just looking at like, I like Soul Calibur, I do, but Soul Calibur struggled the last one or two times. They really haven't put a lot of effort into Soul Calibur in recent years. They gave us one, and really the last ones was messed up because they tried to get rid of established and great characters. So I can put it above Soul Calibur 2, for me at least.
So you said Soul. You can put it a bit above Soul Calibur 2?
I would.
I can see that.
That's because for me, like Soul Calibur is a great fighting game franchise, but as a whole, I don't think it's better than Mortal Kombat. So I can put it there.
Okay. So let me see. What do I think? Let us know in the comments what you think. Does Mortal Kombat 2011 go ahead of Soul Calibur 2? Hopefully we get Afro working this time. Afro, does Mortal Kombat Myra has put up Mortal Kombat 11 over Soul Calibur 2. Thoughts?
I don't know for me. I think if I was going to pick a Mortal Kombat to put over it, I don't think that would be the one. Soul Calibur 2 was a big change in the fighting game genre. It was a big change from Soul Calibur 1 and Soul Edge. It did a lot for giving us that three-dimensional fight plane of side steps and shit. So I think it can hold out, in my opinion.
Myra?
I don't mind. I don't think it's a crazy thing. Just for me, as a whole, I think the game is overall better. I know Soul Calibur 2 may have done more, when it came to past fighting games and such, but I also just feel like Soul Calibur as a whole is not as big as Mortal Kombat. So it was going to be a bit for me, but I don't mind it being there. But like I said, Mortal Kombat as a whole, I could probably figure to find 4 of the games I'd put on the Mount Rushmore above it entirely. But it's
Yeah, that's my only thing. If it was another Mortal Kombat, it might get over with me, but I don't know. Soul Calibur 2 has a special place in my heart. Not as special as like Soul Calibur 3 or 4, but I understand why it could make an attempt to stand there.
Well,
So I don't want to kick it out.
Would you put above this? I mean, would you put above Soul Calibur? What other Mortal Kombat? 9?
Maybe. I was honestly, me personally, if we're talking, it depends on what are we talking about, like the Mortal Kombat reset, or am I including like regular Mortal Kombats?
I mean, any Mortal Kombat game, I care less.
I think the one that I would put over, because we're talking about 10.
Right now, we're talking about 11.
Yeah, 2011.
Oh, 11. Oh, it maybe. I don't know. Maybe 9 because it was the reset of the franchise.
Yeah, 9 saved them. They not a lie. 9 saved them. I can understand 9.
Say 9 was the reset and brought everything back to a workable form, in my opinion. So probably something like that. I just don't want to kick out Soul Calibur. I'm in agreement that Soul Calibur will probably be the first one to go if there's one switched out. But I'm intrigued to see if something more.
I ain't knocking it. Let roll in.
Okay. We're back to the wheel.
I ain't mad at it.
What's the next game on the list?
It removes them as we see them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We got Street Fighter 3.
This is what I would put over Soul Calibur 2. I'd be a little happier if it was like Alpha, Street Fighter 2 Alpha, Akuma's first appearance.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 3.
I've been sitting here
Street
Street Fighter would I put there? And I thought I think I said it last with something like Alpha, like the one that Akuma first showed up in, that one is probably the most.
That's Street Fighter II Alpha, I do believe, or like a Capcom versus SNK 2. I love that. But this being the Street Fighter, I would like to proposition this Street Fighter 3 going over Soulcalibur 2.
I really wish it was Alpha, but I'm not mad because I think Street Fighter as a whole is
Well,
still
I don't see Alpha on the wheel, so I don't know if it's gonna pop up or
That's why
not.
I don't see it. Except 3. Like to me, Street Fighter just as a whole, most of their games I'll probably put above Soulcalibur 2. So I'm cool with it.
I don't know. Remember, Street Fighter 5 was really bad when it came out, and then they fixed it. Street Fighter 6 has been amazing. We're in year 4 of Street Fighter 6 right
I really
now.
want to bring up 5. I probably put Street Fighter 4. I probably put that one above it too. 4 I think is really good, but I ain't mad at it. Like we can get rid of it. I mean, we can get rid of it and put it there. That's cool.
Alrighty. So the motion passes the
Street Fighter 3 is on the list now. We're back to the wheel. Dragonball Fighter Z is up there.
No.
Very popular game.
Look, we already have the best Dragon Ball Z fighting game on the Mount Rushmore. I feel like it'd be redundant to try and put fighters up here.
I 100% agree with the Afro comedy. I don't think there's not another Dragon Ball fighting game.
There's not a Dragon Ball Z fighting game that's gonna top out fucking Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3. It's literally like from the character roster to the actual fight feel, to the combo system, to your transformations. Everything in fucking Tenkaichi 3 is just so fluid. And oh god, I spent I ran through PS2s playing this fucking game.
Now I will acknowledge that I do think Fighters is it was a good one for the franchise and everything, but just absolutely.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
But Tenkaichi 3 is just like, in my opinion, Tenkaichi 3 is like the pinnacle of like intuitive fighting games as far as controls go. Because the controls are just so smooth. Everything from your fucking triple square into triangle combos and all the little extra shit. And now when we got mods and shit too, you guys have seen the ridiculous mods that have come across Tenkaichi 3.
No, I think it clear, but no fighters for me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's
back to the wheel too. Then.
Power the wheel.
Because I may have been having fun with this wheel, yo. I'm here for it.
Guilty Gear Ascent.
You spelled Ascent wrong. That is Guilty Gear Accent. But
well, I just spelled it the way somebody spelled it on the internet. My bad, y'all.
Hey, well, somebody on the internet spelled that shit wrong. I'm not a big look. I love Soul Bad Guy as a character, but I've always felt like Guilty Gear games controls are really clunky for no reason, and it's hard to get into a fluid combo. So it's a no for me. Although Ascent it looked good, and it's just no. I just think Guilty Gear just isn't. I don't know. It just didn't hit in the West like it did in the East. I know that shit's super big with the Asian homies. I love some Guilty Gear. But
very popular.
Shout out Soul Bad Guy, but it's a no for me. I don't think there's anything on our Mount Rushmore now that I'd put off for fucking Guilty Gear Ascent.
Nope. Next.
Back to the wheel.
Y'all noticed Joe ducked this episode because he knew it was gonna bring up the questions of why he's ducking the fade.
He didn't want to answer to our new overlord right here.
I suppose not. Zelmay is a bit intimidating when he's staying. Oh,
we have Tekken 7.
I like Tekken 7, but I've been playing Tekken 8 here lately, yo. And like,
oh boy,
I fuck with Tekken 8, yo.
Yeah,
7 was good, but 8's got fucking the ogre coming next year, yo.
I do think I'm stuck between Tekken 7 and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Those two, I think, they might be the peak of Tekken.
Tag Tournament 2 was the PS4 one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit
Them,
was gas.
them bitches were amazing. I'm like, ooh.
If this
But
was 8,
Tekken 8 is good.
I might have argued a little bit because I fuck with but that's just because me and the homie trying to beat fucking Tekken 8 on hard at the moment. So niggas having to put in that sweat. But
How do I feel about Tekken 7? Like,
what is our current Mount Rushmore? Just so
I'm struggling between this and Smash Brothers Melee. Like,
Let's put it on the screen for y'all.
Yes, thank you. Tenkaichi 3, Marvel. Oh, shout out. I didn't see. Shout out Marvel vs. Capcom 2, one of the best fighting game rosters of all fucking time. I'll catch any nigga in the hood with my solid team of fucking BB Hood, Cable, and fucking Zangief. I'm crashing everybody. But let me see. Street Fighter.
This for Melee.
I would put Tekken over Smash Brothers Melee because I'm not a Smash Brothers guy. If I'm being completely honest, I get the iconicness of it. I get the way people love it, but I don't find it fun to play or fun to watch being played, which means a lot to me when it comes to fighting games.
For me, Smash.
All for it. Is Tekken 8 up here, or is Tekken 7 the only one on the wheel? If Tekken 7 is the only one on the wheel,
I don't think Tekken 8 was on the people's top.
Okay, well, I would like to put it before us that we could put Tekken 7 over fucking Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I'd be okay with it.
I'm not against it. I can go for it because Melee, I think, is the best competitive Super Smash Bros. Game that they've made.
Yes,
take a debate between the current one, but it's the best one, so I respect it. But just holding to other fighting games, I don't think it's just gonna hold necessarily super well. So I'm gonna go with it.
So Tekken 7 over Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Usually me and Bob Ray are more argumentative over this, but I find we usually have a like mind when it comes to video games a lot of the times.
This is true.
We may get in our fair share of anime arguments and whatnot, but when it comes to video games, me and Mom Ray usually have a similar mind.
Like, it's just, I'll say this one was fine. It was just like me fighting games. There's so many that I think have their place in fighting game history that I don't know what definitively I would say which four. It's a good honest. Like, which four would I say?
I think for Restream to work, I was just thinking about. I think I have to turn off my camera and get kicked and then reload it, and then it works just fine.
It is what's happening right now.
But I can't just leave though. I can't. If I just leave and come back in, it doesn't work. I have to turn off my camera, wait for it to kick me, and then reload it for it because it's worked perfectly fine since then.
Well, Munray just
and that's what I didn't do the first time.
You told Munray something. He just got kicked. You cursed him. So all right, let's
go
back to the wheel and we'll ask Munray when they get here. So next up on the wheel, we gotta
get you a standing desk, brother, or do you already have one?
Samurai Showdown 5. I don't know why.
Listen. The only reason I know any Samurai Showdown characters is because of Capcom versus SNK 2.
It's crazy that Restream get him right, it still kicks me out. But it's a no for me.
Yeah, like I said, if I knew, I've played a couple of Samurai Showdowns, like the older ones. But like I said, if it wasn't for Capcom versus SNK, I would not know anything about Samurai Showdown.
It's not one of the biggest ones. I think it's definitely not.
It's got some cool characters though, like fucking.
I do like Samurai Showdown just for some old heads, but we got some more games to go to, so let's go through it. The wheel is spinning now. Let's see what we got here. What's next up?
The power of the wheel from our new overlord.
Yeah.
Oh, Persona 4 Arena.
Ultimate. It is Ultimate.
It's an underrated. It's an underrated good game. It is an underrated good game.
If we are looking for sure to put a 2D fighter on this is not a bad fucking choice. And I like how when we did get DLC for Persona 4 Ultimax, they gave us some Persona 3 characters to throw in there too. So, like, I'm a fan.
It's an underrated one. I'm going to say no.
It's underrated, but I don't know if it's so underrated that it makes the list. I think I'm going to have to say no too.
Because I can't put it above Marvel's Capcom 2. I think that's
as a nigga who I bought Ultimax on launch when I believe it was the PS3. It might have been early PS4 when it came out.
But it is definitely an underrated gem, especially if you love any 2D fighters.
If you like good old school 2D fighting games, like good old school side by side, vibrant colors,
like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, all of those.
Like Persona 4 Ultimax Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a good pick if you're an old school fighting aficionado. It makes you feel like you should pull out your fucking, I was gonna say your sticks, but that could be taken the wrong way. Your
arcade stick. He's right.
Yeah. Let's go.
As Overlord goes to the wheel again.
What game do we?
Overlord goes to the wheel again.
What game is next? I'm sorry to see what's next. What we got now? Oh, is it? Which one is it? Injustice 2?
Injustice is just watered down Mortal Kombat with fucking DC characters. I did like the customization that came along in Injustice 2, getting the different armor sets and shit for your fighters.
I definitely liked it. I can't necessarily justify it being a top 4 Mount Rushmore fighting games. I loved it because I think they improved on a lot of what made Injustice good. The armor sets, the replayability is a bit better. The characters, the story is wonderful. Like the fact that you have
the story is just the Injustice storyline.
I know that. I'm not knocking that, but I'm saying it's good because Injustice was one of those fighting games of recent memory, really like the last 15 years, that let you know you can have good stories in your fighting game, because Street Fighter V had to learn that lesson the hard way.
I see what you're saying.
I give it props. Injustice let people know you can put a story in your fighting game and be good. It started with Mortal Kombat 9 and they followed it with Injustice. It was great for doing it. Street Fighter, they had to learn that lesson the hard way. So it's examples like that which made me give it notoriety, but it ain't gonna make a top 4 necessarily. Just because I don't necessarily think it's a whole
I respect what they did with Injustice 2, but not enough for it to climb that giant mountain behind our evil overlord Zelmay.
Yeah. I said, our overlord right here is amazing.
By the way, shout out to our guy.
I'm Dual Zelmay.
You ain't heard of Injustice 2? Oh my gosh, bro, please.
Wait, I don't think he was talking about. I think he was probably talking about Samurai Showdown.
Okay, Samurai Showdown, please. I was about to say, you ain't heard of Injustice. Go get you a PlayStation 4 with
Persona 4 Ultimax. That's understandable too. But if you like old school 2D fighters with modern day color pigments, it's the way to go.
By the way,
it's very flashy and nice. Very flashy and nice.
Overall99media.org, and email us any questions or ideas at overall99ent@gmail.com. Shout out to our guy in the chat, my guy in there. Don't forget, you are part of this show too. So whatever your opinion is, you put it out there and let us know. You in the comments. You also got a voice. Back to the wheel for the next one.
And yeah, Harley was my main. What y'all think?
Zelmay, you got to get a standing desk so you ain't got to keep on walking out of frame, brother. We got to get you a standing desk.
That's a podium. Ultimate Marvel versus
We've already got Marvel versus Capcom 2. I love Marvel versus Capcom 3. Don't get me wrong, I do.
The Ultimate
as long as we're not talking about Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, because that shit is straight ass.
Yeah, it's garbage. The gameplay of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was immaculate. The roster killed the game. But that's why I think it's
Ultimate up there. They fixed a lot of it with Ultimate. They gave us some characters we wanted with Ultimate.
I mean, Ultimate gave us 6 characters, but it still wasn't. And to mind you, I'm gonna be fair. It wasn't because
it still doesn't outshine 2. 2 is
I'm gonna be fair. It doesn't.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has one of the greatest rosters in fighting game history, bar none.
Absolutely. Like I think it doesn't change Like the fact that Marvel, like Capcom wanted possibly to put more, is just because the Xbox and the rest of them were owned by different companies, licensing and everything. But the roster was the really the only knock, and some stuff that you could do when you had the game by yourself. But as far as the
I'm
game
still
and the gameplay,
passing
it was
niggas with
immaculate.
Arthur Zangief and fucking Dante.
It was an immaculate gameplay. Like it was immaculate gameplay. That's why the mud lasted so long. But I'm gonna give it to 2 because I think 2's roster helps edge out. And it's some of the gameplay is a little bit the same. It's just 3 has more smoother gameplay, of course, because it's on a later console. But I'm gonna say no. It was a great game. I loved watching those tournaments. The other problem is that certain characters broke the game, so it hurt. Like once Chris found out that Morgana and Virgil and Dr. Doom, like
the super armor gets nasty.
Yeah, they broke the game. Yeah, well, once they broke the game, I was like, okay, it's just so I'm gonna say no, it don't make it.
Back to the wheel. I feel like me leaving adds more ambient.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it. You're the new overlord. You gotta take your walks.
Tekken 3. You had Tekken 7.
If I said
Tekken 3.
If I said no to 7, if we said no to 7, or is 7 up there?
Yeah, no, we already did 7.
I thought we got rid of. I thought we got rid of Melee. Why is Melee still up there?
Is it? I changed. I don't know. Is it still up there?
I don't know. It's on
the ticker right now.
I was just reading the ticker.
The ticker don't throw anything in there yet.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. There we go. There we go. Because I thought we had Tekken 7. Yeah, we do. There's the right one. We got Street Fighter 3. We got Tekken 7. I don't know if I'd swap out Tekken 7 for Tekken 3. If I'm being honest, I don't think I would.
Well, he's probably maybe a little bit more iconic, quote unquote. But I think 7 is a lot better. So I'm gonna say
that was like the PlayStation 2 debut, wasn't it? Or was that still PS1?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I rocked with it, but I'm gonna say no, not for 7. I just think 7 overall just better. Other than just like iconic being the one that put Tekken a little bit more on the map from arcade game, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna say no.
It did help with the transition from arcade mainstay to fucking at home classic.
Yeah. I think it was also Afro. I think you were right. I think it was the transition game to the PlayStation 2, which made it more.
That's what I was figuring.
Next up. Oh, we got an old one, Vampire Savior.
Damn, if we would have got Vampire Savior.
That's old.
That's
old. I think it's too old.
Yeah,
I think it's too old.
I played that. I might have played this game twice when I was like fucking 10 or 11, brother.
I think it's
not making it on my.
Hey, listen, it's not making your game right there. Y'all know what I mean?
I know there's a super big cult following for it though. I know niggas. There are niggas that fuck with that shit for real. I'm just not one of them.
Yeah,
not for me.
Vampire Savior did not make it, but for you old head classics, I had you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, if that shit would have landed on Mortal Kombat 11, though, I might have had something to talk about. Cause we gotta be honest. You want to talk about you want to talk about
what we got? Tekken Tag 2.
Oh.
Well, I'm not there. Africani, I'm sorry. I would put this above 7. I think Tekken Tag 2 might be their best one. We'll put it above.
I would disagree with him so much.
I'm sorry. That game had no business being that good.
He's rocked with me on getting a couple of these up here as far as Street Fighter 3 and Tekken 7. So I'm a rock with you. I would swap out Tekken 7 for Tag Tournament 2.
I think Tag Tournament 2 had no business being as good as it was.
It was so fucking good, yo.
And it was so freaking good.
Too. That's the thing.
It had no business being that good.
You could have fun even if you were in sweat mode playing Tag Tournament 2, you could still enjoy it. So
I think it had no business being that good, but it was so good. The gameplay was fluid. Mixing with tag teams for some reason works with Tekken. They haven't done it again after those 2. It freaking worked. The combos were immaculate. The follow-ups were great.
Think about how long the gap was between the first Tag Tournament and Tag Tournament 2. It was literally almost a decade.
Like
If not, between the first Tekken Tag Tournament and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, it was literally almost a decade.
Like, it was not supposed to be that good. And I thought
maybe we could get another. Maybe we get Tekken Tag Tournament 3 come 2030.
Shoot, maybe. But I'm like, it had no business being that good. And it just killed everything. It was so good. Everything being like
Tag Tournament 2 has made it back to the wheel. You see Casual Conversation. Go check that out every Thursday.
To me, it was crazy. It had no business being that. It really was.
Next game is an old classic again. An old classic
Soulcalibur. This is the one you brought up before.
For those of you who don't know, Soul Edge is what started the Soulcalibur trilogy. Well, far more than trilogy, the Soulcalibur series. It was Soul Edge that dropped on the Dreamcast. And then Soulcalibur was technically Soul Edge 2. And they just, Soulcalibur went over better with the focus groups. But me personally, outside of Cervantes and like a couple other characters, I don't think Soul Edge is making my Mount Rushmore.
I've always liked the lore of Soulcalibur. Well, Soul Edge being the sword that corrupts, Soulcalibur being the sword that's both the opposite, and yet it can be overbearing for its commander. But just to me, they've rarely, and I say rarely, ever made a fighting game for Soulcalibur that's actually put its great story on display. Like Soulcalibur 5 almost killed the franchise because they made a story that got rid of all this established notoriable characters, and the ones that were there, people didn't like how they looked after they aged them for like 20 years, something like that. So for me, I'm gonna say no. Like, this started
sitting at the spire of the world.
Like, yeah, I mean, the peak I think might have been Soulcalibur 4 when they added Yoda and Darth Vader, but they still haven't really put
Yoda's still one of the funnest Soulcalibur characters to use of all time. But I go back to fucking, was it 3 when they put in Spawn, Link, and Heihachi as the fucking?
I think it was 3 because you had to split one.
That was my favorite one because I was a Spawn main. I love
I'll just say they never really did a Soulcalibur that magnified how good his story is because they never really just wanted. I don't know why they didn't do it, but I put
they focused so much on the fucking gameplay, and fucking trying to make a competent weapon-based fighting game that they sort of lost everything else.
Yeah, I mean, like Soulcalibur has a heck of a lore you could put in that freaking game and story, but they don't really capitalize on it now. I don't even know what's going on with Soulcalibur anymore. They made who knows if it'll come back.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Stuff, by the way,
I enjoyed it, but I would hope they come back. I would hope they come out with a Soulcalibur. Would it be 6 or 7?
I think it'd be 7.
I would hope they come out with a 7, but who knows?
Or maybe they come out with a Soul Edge 2. Okay.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Hear me out. This is the pinnacle of Mortal Kombat gameplay. If we are talking about clean gameplay, clean frame rates, good fucking roster, this is the pinnacle of Mortal Kombat, in my opinion.
What would you put it above?
Oh, God damn it, that's the hard part.
3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter 3, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
I'd put it over. Oh God, I'd put it over Street Fighter 3.
Monterey?
Unless Mortal Kombat 1, because I don't think Mortal Kombat 1's up there.
I don't like Mortal Kombat. I don't like Mortal Kombat 1 like this. I wouldn't agree with that one.
I like the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. I think the gameplay
11. I rock with it. I can put it above 3 because I think that Street Fighter 3, though it's iconic a little bit and stuff, it wouldn't necessarily be the Street Fighter I would put up there. And other than just being like one of the more memorable ones because it's iconic and all that kind of stuff, it's not a better game, than Mortal Kombat 11. It's just not a better game. It's not gonna have a better roster, especially when you look at the guest characters that 11 had on it and stuff of that nature. It's just not better. So I don't mind. Like I said, it a different Street Fighter. Like it's about 2 other Street Fighters. I'm thinking that I'd be like, look, I love some of these moves. It's not trumping that Street Fighter. So it's a few Street Fighters that I would put above Mortal Kombat 11, but Street Fighter 3 isn't one of them. So I'm cool with it. So, I mean, 11 is great. It is great. You know, once they got through Alien breaking the game and some other bullcrap they did with some characters, it's a great game. I have no problem with it. The story is solid. The story's solid.
It is, and it
It's
was the
solid.
lead in. It was the lead in into one. I think Chronica was a good gimmick boss. I really do. The Geras was a good ad, so I'm here for it. I think Mortal Kombat 11 added in a lot of characters that we might not have thought we were gonna fuck with, and then it made us fuck with them. So
it fixed the issue of 10 where there's okay, we're gonna kill off some characters and bring in like their children and stuff. It killed out that by having a good balance of both, and like it fixed the issue of having multiple fighting styles, which is that is a great addition to fighting games, to having multiple preferred fighting styles per character, but also having an extensive roster to be able to take advantage of those. That's something that they finally fixed with it, and it was great. And so I have no problems with it and everything. And like I said, the story was solid. It got a little shaky out of 10, but it got solid. So, and then 9 stories.
They fixed it. They stuck the landing in the end.
Right? They fixed. I was cool with what they did because I ain't gonna lie, 10 got ripped. Full 10 got ripped. Full 10 got ripped.
Mortal Kombat 11 makes the list. Let's see what's next on our.
They tried to do too much with the guest characters in 10, and it just made shit wonky.
Yeah, 10 got ripped.
There were some real balancing issues. Man, I love Dead or Alive, but
DOA.
Dead or Alive 4.
Never forget, they gave us Dead or Alive beach volleyball, brother. One of the only sports games I played as a child.
I wonder why.
I couldn't tell you, but I was thoroughly enamored playing fucking Dead or Alive beach volleyball. But I don't think
DOA for me is corrupted solely for the reason that he just said. Because DOA has a run of games that is not for fighting. It is literally for gooning. So it stings a little bit when I think of Dead or Alive in the first time.
original Gooners fighting game, yo.
It has Gooner, and they literally dove into it. They dove into it by making games solely for Goonery. So I'm like, yeah. But ignoring that, Dead or Alive 4 is great.
Jiggle physics, though, brother. They perfected the jiggle physics.
Like, regardless, Dead or Alive 4 is great. I don't think it's going to trump none of the original 4 up here, but it is great. I'm not going to knock that. It is great. I don't think it trumps none of the 4. I'd say it's one of the fighting games that decided to go into Goonery full force by making Goonery versions of his games with it. Like, yeah, we're here. We'll take it. But the Goonery.
The list.
The Goonery. Goonery is the word of 2026.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Iconic, just like Street Fighter 3 and stuff. No for me.
But no.
No for me.
Well, I don't have to leave.
I can't.
I don't have to leave. So.
No, it's no for me. I said once we got like some of those superior versions of it, no. Like I said, it was good. It's iconic and stuff. It's like Trilogy was, but no.
The original Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I liked being the ice nigga in Killer Instinct. I also like the Vampire Negro, but like the gameplay is just meh. It's very base fighting game style. It's not for me.
I said Momentum, it was good. The remake that they had when the Xbox One originally came out and stuff was great. But no, not Mount Rushmore wise. No, I don't think it.
Yeah, I would say Mount Rushmore is heavy. This is just a little too light for the weight class.
I'm gonna say no.
I respect it. Next up, let's go back to our wheel.
The power of the wheel and the power of the new Overlord Zell.
Yeah.
The man.
Zelmunga. I'm Dual Zell, brother. I'm Dual
Zell. An old school game. Metro Melee.
Metro Melee?
Yeah. If you ever played the old school arcade game, that's a very iconic old school arcade game.
I don't know if I've ever played Metro Melee, so I can't put it on my Mount Rushmore.
I'm with him. I really don't know. I don't think I can.
I don't know if I've ever played it. I mean, if it was in an arcade, there's a chance that I threw some quarters in it at some point in time. Spent a lot of time at the arcade in my young days, but doesn't stand out to me, so I can't, in good conscience, say I'd put it over any of the 4 we've got up there. That
So no
all
for
4
me.
of which I put. There's not a game on Mount Rushmore now that I haven't put at least 100 hours into, so I can't.
I'm glad that it's shown though, because Metro Melee is one of the OGs games.
OG, triple OG.
What do we got next? Do we got? Oh, this will be Cam's favorite, Virtual Fighter
Virtual
5.
Fighter 5.
I respect
I'm
Virtual
gonna be
Fighter.
honest with y'all. I don't play Virtua Fighter unless they put it as one of the arcade games you can play in a Yakuza game, brother.
I respect Virtual Fighter. Not for me.
It's just too literal, bro. Fucking, there's two.
I mean,
the
it's strictly
combos are really difficult to
gameplay
pull
competitiveness.
off.
Strictly
Fucking-
combos, strictly gameplay competitiveness. It is.
The
shout out to Virtual.
hitboxes are funny though, and you gotta get your dash in at the right time to try and combo into some shit. It's just overly complicated for no reason. I understand people like the realism of it, but that's not Mount Rushmore worthy, in my opinion.
And of course,
There's a
shout out to
certain ease
Virtual
of
Fighter Pro
access.
Players.
There's a certain ease of access I feel like has to come with a game that's making it onto the Mount Rushmore. I feel like you have to have a puncher's chance if you at least just pick up the sticks. And Virtual
also
Fighter
shout out
is not
to
one of those.
shout out to Virtual Fighter Crossroads, coming out. But for me it's no.
Virtual Fighter 5 is a no.
Nigga, just give us Virtual Fighter 6 like niggas want. We don't need a goddamn spinoff game.
Ooh,
Oh,
King of Fighters
shit.
13.
King of Fighters 13, first one in over 15 years. I think it was some super long amount of time between the last one and this one.
I mean, the fact they got 13 of them is still crazy.
Is that City of the Wolf, or is that after City of the Wolf? I don't know. I just don't.
I don't
think I'd put it over. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on Mount Rushmore right now that I'd put it over.
I don't think so. I don't think. I said this Mount Rushmore is pretty stacked.
It is. We got another game on the
No,
list.
it is like a couple of them on this list. I'm legitimately gonna have to think about. But I don't think so.
We have the remake.
The Xbox version. Yeah, it's the Xbox.
There's the Killer Instinct remake.
That's the Xbox one. I'm still gonna say no.
Yeah, I'd still say no too.
I need to have to move.
Yeah, you might not have to move for a minute. It depends.
Let's see what we got now. Let's see what we got here. We have.
Listen.
Bloody Roar.
I love Bloody Roar. It is such a good concept. If they were to make a remake, I would go out, buy it full price, no questions asked.
Bloody Roar is one of the few.
There's something cool about just using were animals, brother. Just being able to turn into a fucking were chameleon or a fucking were bunny or a were giraffe.
Bloody Roar, I didn't even know if I did until I had found it on my GameCube. Random pawn shop run for video game. And found that game. And the idea works. It freaking works. That is the game that they should remake for modern consoles. Yes. Bloody Roar would work. Like the console work, they can add no animals and stuff.
Fucking straight to the fucking moon, brother.
It would work. They should remake that and bring it to modern consoles. That is gonna go hard. But right now, no. They need to do that game.
I love Bloody Roar though. I spent hours playing that shit on my original Xbox, yo. Fucking.
I played on the GameCube, and it was just hilarious fun times. I said it was hilarious fun times. You would think transforming into a were bunny or
beating a giant werebear with your were bunny girl, brother. There's nothing.
You would think transforming into a half animal or something mid fighting game would make no sense with the animals that they chose. Man, you would be surprised. Right. All of them ain't just wolves and dragons and no, you got bunnies and
you got chameleons, monkeys, lions, tigers, bears, all the ones you'd expect plus some more.
Like it worked. No. It freaking.
If there are any developers listening, somebody buy the IP to Bloody Roar and give us a remake, brother, and you
Please,
will make some
please.
money.
Like you would think transforming into a bat would be weird. No. No. I
That
promise
shit
you,
works
it
perfect.
freaking works. It freaking works. A penguin, it freaking works. Insect, they freaking work. I promise you, they work mid combo. I promise you, they will.
Yeah. The chameleon nigga is still my favorite, though. I fuck with the chameleon nigga.
He was always funny. Like for me, it was probably
And
the rabbit
the way they
girl,
work
the
in
rabbit and the
the
lion.
anthropomorphic animal bodies into the combos and shit. Like you get better aerial combos if you're fucking the goddamn bat or the bird
The bat.
bitch or fuck yeah. You know what I mean? It
works.
It works. I
it
am
works.
highly surprised in a game in an age of games where everyone's just a nostalgia merchant. Fucking, I am surprised we haven't got a Bloody Roar remake, but maybe this is what needed to be put into the universe for us to get a Bloody Roar remake.
Possibly, I think it worked wonders. They really,
like I said,
they
I would
gotta
go
be
out
super
and spend the
expensive.
$70 fucking at launch just to fucking play an
Hey,
updated version of Bloody Roar. Would not
oh,
think
the
twice about
graphics
it.
now in the transformation. Oh my goodness, it'd be like Tekken with their animals like King and something like that. But like on steroids,
like
it'd be like mixtures of both.
Kuma and Roger and fucking.
It would work. It would freaking work.
Also, don't forget, folks, Roger is coming back in fucking Tekken 8 Season 4 Pass. He is one of the characters, I do believe. So,
yeah, I just want to see what they're going to do with Akuma. But we can go to the next one.
Yeah, I do want to say I fuck with
I'll be fair, these guest characters are still doing work because I got the Ogre coming to Tekken, but I also have Tifa coming to Street Fighter. So I'm good with guest characters right now. They're doing very good.
Hey, you know I was you know one thing that I just like I said,
you can go ahead and stay at the computer and go to the next one. You can go to the next one.
Yeah, Samurai Showdown ain't getting over.
Dang it, I knew it.
Fight for New York.
Oh.
Joe Budden. Fat Joe. Luda. I kind of game, by the way.
Yo.
See, I got to think between this and Dragon Ball Tenkaichi. You got to think.
No, see, I'm torn between this and Street Fighter.
You took out Street Fighter for Mortal Kombat, remember?
11. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, did we? Then I'm torn between this and Mortal Kombat then. Because I'm gonna be honest, we got a lot of Mortal Kombat, yo. But I'm going Def Jam. I'm going Def Jam over Mortal Kombat, yo. I'm a nigga at the end of the day. I might only be half nigga, but I'm still a nigga.
I'm not. If I had to choose one, it'd be between this and Dragon Ball. Like I'll choose between these two, and if I have to choose between them two, though I love Def Jam Fight for New York. I love it. I love the gameplay. I love the story. I love the way you leveled up your character, your fighting styles. Matter of fact, thinking about that now, oh boy, it's tough. It's really tough. I'm stuck between this and Dragon Ball. I'm not picking up Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat is just a better game, but I think it's better. I think Mortal Kombat has a good story. I think it has the fighting styles, the character roster, and everything. Between Def Jam Fight for New York and Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3, that is such a tough decision. Both of them have nostalgia. Both of them were games out of left field. They really shouldn't have been established as fighting games. They shouldn't have been that damn good, but they were great. I'm gonna say King. That's tough. That is tough. I don't know which one to choose. I'm dead ass struggling. I don't think I've had this. Might have been my toughest choice in all these Mount Rushmore between Def Jam Fight for New York and Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3. It's really, really tough. I'm gonna pick Def Jam Fight for New York over Dragon Ball. That's my vote. I'm gonna go with it. That's my vote. I think Dragon Ball is me. It's more based on nostalgia and my fandom for anime.
It would be Mortal Kombat or Tekken Tag Tournament.
Well, Zell, you got to break some stuff. Me and him have different votes for different games. You have to break a tie there. That's tough. I'm for adding it, but I can't.
If you want to say no to it, I'll rock with you, and we can just say no.
No,
because he ain't giving it, and you ain't giving up.
It's so tough. They'll be like,
I'm ride or die for Tenkaichi 3. I think it might be the best fighting game ever. Period. Point blank. I'm ride or die for it.
I don't think so, because I think like the story, there is no story. It's solely just like amazing, and I mean amazing roster and gameplay, and the story is literally just the same anime story that I've already known about. So I can't go the greatest, but I do think it's one of the greatest. But Def Jam is just real. It was a great game that had no business even existing, and it's like this mug is great in everything. Like every facet of it, I think is great.
Like I said, if
I say Def Jam could be the best.
I'd go Tekken Tag Tournament too.
It can be the best honorable mention. It can be the best honorable mention. Because that, oh boy, it'll be the best honorable mention.
All right. Okay. If he's going no on it, I'll go no too, and we can go on to the next one.
Yeah. I did choose between that and Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3. I think is extremely tough. Like if you had to ask me to choose which one, that's really tough. I think I think for me, I would probably have to go Def Jam, but that's tough. Go Girls, no. After what I just struggled with, I ain't even finna say it play. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say Skullgirls isn't it, bro.
That's one of the lesser known ones that is good. Like if you go into the 2D fighting space now, there's a lot of established good game franchises you would think of.
So we got another Dragon Ball Z game.
If it's Budokai 2, no. Nope.
Yeah, Budokai 2 is not over Tenkaichi.
Nah, it's not over 3 even close. Like 2 mostly was fixing the problem of 1, where 1 was like, oh, you can't transform into this next stage. You just have to pick the next stage. And it made certain characters extremely stupidly busted because it was just their stage. Like freaking hulking Vegeta and Trunks were like big bulky characters were absurdly strong for no reason in the original Budokai Tenkaichi game. They were not balanced. They were unfair. Some of them unfair, especially going like and even especially like the original Budokai games, they were even worse. So
Tenkaichi saved the Budokai franchise, but Tenkaichi 3 was the pinnacle.
Yes, even though some people feel like the original Budokai franchise about it, I greatly disagree. It's more traditional fighting game.
Was the way to go,
but it's not. Tenkaichi 3 is the pinnacle of the Dragon Ball fighting games. It always has been. It's just great. The best roster any of the.
I'm still hoping that they'll just give us a remake of Tenkaichi 3. I don't need Sparking Zero and all this other extra shit. Just give me Tenkaichi 3 with some updated graphics, same control scheme, and watch me. I live on my palms from spinning the sticks in Tenkaichi 3 so much.
Updated graphics. I don't want you to spin the sticks no more. They might have changed that to a button mash or something. But updated graphics.
Niggas used to run through some places.
Doing that crap all the time freaking hurt. And you will go through controllers. So you can change that part. You can update the controls.
I literally had blisters multiple times, blisters on my palms, like niggas was swinging pickaxes in the mines, but they were just playing Tenkaichi 3.
So you can update the graphics. You can update the graphics, update the control scheme a little bit, like update certain parts like that shouldn't be there. Add to the roster.
Yeah, maybe you just dial back on the spinning.
Add the roster.
I still think it's got some of the most fluid combo into super moves in all of fighting games. Just the transitions.
Yeah, just add the super characters to it, and then just give me online multiplayer so I can destroy people online. And otherwise, we'll be fine. I ain't got nothing else gonna do that. I'll destroy people online. With Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 1. I don't give a fuck. All right, Super Saiyan 1 Goku, I will destroy people. So like you can go right ahead and just make that online competitive, get rid of the stick and some on parts, updated graphics, add super characters. It will get ugly.
Hey, I used to do niggas bad. I'll fuck you up. I'm just gonna pick Zarbon and I'm gonna pick Zarbon and Kui and just get on your ass.
Like it's gonna get disrespectful online. Because Sparkling Zero, I get it. They tried to reach some of the nostalgia, but Sparkling Zero had I'll be fair to it. It had issues. that just was never going to be fully balanced because of how they made the game.
There were a lot of launch issues. There were a lot of out the gate issues that were just
it was
kind
not
of hard to come back from.
Yeah, it was just the characters were just not going to be even because of how they made it to where the characters weren't balanced. Which unlike in Tenkaichi 3, the imbalance was nowhere near that bad. It was a imbalance if you pick like Master Roshi versus like Janemba or some shit, sure, but it wasn't that bad.
Gogeta.
And even still, like, you know, if pick Gogeta, but like it wasn't as bad when it comes to every character. And then just the roster saved it, the amount of stuff you can do because you can just go through the entirety of the story versus in this one you can go through certain characters and alternate some stuff. So it was some parts and then just the sustainability of having to either play competitively online and fight with these broken rosters of people, which you're only going to see about 10 characters. And it was just stuff that just wasn't going to be sustainable long term for the way they did it. So it's like, yeah, you know, like versus like Dragon Ball Fighters was able to sustain itself for a couple of years because.
And I've looked at all three. I don't think there's a game left there that's going to make it onto the Power Stone, Darkstalkers 2, or the other one. I don't think any of those are making it onto.
Let's see. And Guilty Gear, I'm actually surprised that you did not have any Blaze Blue representation on here. That's disrespectful.
Well, you gotta remember, he just picks the top 30 most popular online.
But I feel like Blaze Blue has a game or two that's more popular than a couple of ones we've seen. Guilty Gear Solid,
I don't know. You got to remember the internet. The internet gives people a whole new lifeline on old school games, and they feel like they found a community.
One in there, but I didn't see it on the list, so I saw it
on
one.
I'm surprised if no Blaze Blue made it, but other than that,
you got Darkstalkers.
You know, I don't feel like none of the other ones. Darkstalkers is known for Morgan. Well, I know Morgan mostly for busting up freaking Ultimate Marvel's Capcom. So no for me.
And Felicia, don't forget about my baby Felicia, yo. Felicia be in her bag. The cat hoe.
That's gonna be the question that I will pose for everybody. Freaking Def Jam Fight for New York or Dragon Ball Tenkaichi. Boy, that question up.
I don't think nobody picking Power Stone. It's a classic. I just want to put it in for the old heads.
Oh yeah, gotta put it in there. But like, I'm cool with these four. This is straight. The shocking part is like no Street Fighter, but I do feel like I can make an argument that because they weren't on the list, so I can justify, you know, being like, oh, why not Street Fighter? Because I feel like you could argue Ultimate Street Fighter 4, and I said Ultra, like Ultra Street Fighter 4, you can argue that one. Super Street Fighter 2 Alpha, because of Akuma's first appearance, you can argue that one. I feel like those are fine to possibly even say to put on here. I ain't gonna necessarily say Street Fighter 6, but maybe. But I think you can argue in it.
One that I was surprised that could have made the list though, Marvel versus Capcom versus Capcom versus SNK 2.
I think that
super.
That's a good one. I
saw that on there, but it wasn't on. It was on like 2 of my list.
I think that one was limited because it wasn't on the.
SNK 2 is fucking. It's Sweat City.
It's underrated, Jim. But the problem is, I think it wasn't on the right consoles for it to be as widespread.
It was on Xbox. Being on it was on Xbox and fucking PlayStation 2.
I thought it was on one on the one that was on like with the Dreamcast and
that was the first Capcom versus SNK. Capcom versus SNK 2 was on the Xbox.
But I think it just didn't get the notoriety that they're supposed to have gotten with those, which is why, like, because they have crazy rosters too, but just I don't think it got the popularity thing. But I'll say, like, people gonna be like, "Why there's no Street Fighter?"
Because Power Stone 2 was on like a lot of people's top 10.
But the thing about it, people, you're gonna be looking like, why is there no Street Fighters? Because the only Street Fighter he had up there was 3, and I feel like there's 2 other Street Fighters who argue that would be up here. Because Ultra Street Fighter 4, I think, is close to being, if not the pinnacle of Street Fighter 4. That bitch is crazy. So it was great. The characters they added was great. The roster, the combat, the gameplay was fine. I think that's why it had 3 iterations, and then they kept doing these iterations. But they've always done iterations. And then Street Fighter 2 Alpha was just, you know, the part where Street Fighter almost turned the corner, you know, introducing their arguably most popular.
You got DJ and T-Hawk in that shit too.
So it's just, I argue those 2. So you ain't got to jump Zell. It's just those 2 weren't out a part of the top 30 list he had, which is why Street Fighter is on this list. But I do think you can make an argument for that one. And Dragon Ball versus Def Jam Fight for New York, you can make an argument for those. Other than that, Mortal Kombat 11 and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I think, are the best ones of their respective genres. I don't think that there's not a better Mortal Kombat than 11, just overall the way they did it. And there's Tekken Tag Tournament 2, you want to argue between that 7 and 8, so be it. But Tag Tournament 2, phenomenal game. Oh my God, phenomenal game, bro. It's just, oh my God. It's nothing like being in mid combo and flipping it to your other Tekken person and just going stupid on somebody mid combo. Play against somebody that was using both kings and see the gameplay of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. You will understand why that's amazing and why it was so unfair sometimes when you just see your character get ultimately juggled in multiple foes repeatedly. Is beautiful to watch. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But I did promise a twist. This is not the twist, by the way. But
oh Lord.
Normally the way we're gonna do this twist, I don't know if y'all watched the thumbnail. I told Monterey to look at the thumbnail, but we have a little man on the side that's trying to ruin the Mount Rushmore. So this is like a little game. It's like Among Us normally, but we're not gonna do it today. So I will ask Afro Company as the saboteur. Did you succeed at sabotaging or convincing Monterey to change the game that he didn't change?
Outside, I think Mortal Kombat was the only one that I got in there that I didn't really feel like should have been in there. But I managed to keep Tenkaichi 3 in, which was my ultimate goal, was to not have it removed because I love it. But if I'd have kept Street Fighter 3 in, I'd say unequivocally yeah, but Mortal Kombat 11 felt more easier to get in there. So I guess we leave it up to the people on whether I accomplished my mission or not.
So what basically Monterey is, I gave Afro the entire list of games, and he got.
Yes, I had the list. I had the list.
Who he gonna get to do something or change it, and mostly y'all would have to figure out who did it. But since it's just two of y'all, I'll just say it. So he's basically a saboteur, and his job is to keep his game and convince y'all to move a game off.
Which I did.
So that even if it's not his choice, but his job is to convince you, which is the saboteur part of the game. That's the twist that we're doing from now on Mount Rushmore, which is good that people didn't show up, because now next week we can do it again. But
well, now I got to think somebody gonna be an ops in all these shows. Wonderful, how great! Now, luckily, the game he convinced me to make sure to keep is the game that I'm a fan of entirely. So I'm a fan of Dragonball Tenkaichi 3 myself. So luckily, it was gonna be sabotaging me to keep a game that I wanted. It was between that and Def Jam Fight for New York. They were the only that was the only one I really thought.
By the way, that's why he fought to keep Dragonball Z. That's why he refused to get off of it.
Yeah,
I mean, no, like his decision wasn't gonna change my thought of it. His decision wasn't gonna change it was just solely between me and them two. Was just those two are so interchangeable to me that it's hard for me to choose between the two of them.
It normally be better with more people, because if he could convince Unico to keep it and get off your game, it'd been better. But more people, the better.
It works. The gimmick works better when there's more people.
Yeah, so hopefully
it still made me struggle once I'm with it.
So, and the rule is the person, if they succeeded, we'll say Afro succeeded, they get to pick the next week's topic. That's the prize.
Okay.
So Afro, what we got for next week?
That is a very good question. And because I'm the patron saint of degenerates and all, what if we did a Mount Rushmore of anime, Huz?
I knew it. You set yourself up for it, man. You set yourself up for it. You did this.
The waifu Mount Rushmore.
Okay, well, you know waifu Mount Rushmore next week.
You did this, Zell. You did this. You allowed this to happen. So now, Overlord Zell, now you got to piss off the women by talking about the anime Huz. You did this.
Yeah, you got to talk about the anime.
And next week, don't forget, there will be a saboteur.
The Huz Mount Rushmore, brother.
You did this.
If it's two people again,
I did this for you, though.
Just you two.
You're top tier pimping, brother. If there's anyone who's I respect fully on the Huz, it's you. This is for you, brother. This is for you.
The manipulation that he's doing for this is crazy. I have to accept the compliment on something I'm not even doing. It's crazy. But either way, it's gonna be funny because it's gonna be people have problems with a 30 huz that he gonna choose. People have problems with the 30 he gonna choose outright. So it's gonna be hilarious to watch.
By the way, the
Y'all know
Saboteur will
the
be able to see the
toxicity of
30,
it
by the way,
all.
before the show on next Saturday, so they get to formulate their plan.
Yes, the
Hopefully, like I said, more
Saboteur
people
will
be
get
in
to
there.
see the
If it's
30
just y'all
HUDs
two again, we're
beforehand.
probably not gonna do it. I'm just gonna be honest. So if I tell one of you two, or
Yeah.
That
somebody,
way, the Saboteur will just be something that'll randomly pop up. It's fine either way.
Yeah.
That way, it won't be expected.
The rule should be three or more participants before the Saboteur comes into play.
the only reason we did it today, I told Afro before that we did it today because you didn't know at all we were gonna do it, so it's fine.
Yeah,
But
Now
it's
we
crazy.
know
It's
you
fine,
still
though.
didn't
But
know.
now,
So we
because
still
of the
have.
Saboteur, you have acknowledged that now we have no choice but to do a top 30 anime hoods. This is your fault, Overlord Zell. So now you must suffer for it.
I can't say.
Now you must suffer for it.
This
You
is
got to
actually
suffer
We're
for
just
this
more
now, Zell. We
anime
get that.
hubs, folks.
Listen,
Gooners of
I'm
the world
excited.
unite. I
I
did
thought
this
it was
for
gonna. I
you.
thought it was gonna be worse. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be corn stars, and I was scared.
No, I knew it was
look,
going to be anime
trying to
hoods.
keep it. I was trying to keep it somewhat PG entertainment value. I didn't want to just go Mount Rushmore or corn stars off the gate. There's
I
still
knew it was
plenty
going to be
more Mount
hoods from the
Rushmores
start.
to go. I could win as the Saboteur again, and we could do corn stars later. So just know, for all of you super gooners out there, don't worry. We're gonna give you your Mount Rushmore of OF girls. I promise.
I don't know if I can do that one. There's too many of them.
Well, we only got 30
That's too
to
many.
choose from.
Let's look at the top 30.
There's too many. There's too
we
many, bro.
come
There's
up
too
with
many.
is then 30.
Yeah, so it'll be 34.
Most of the
But
OF girls are corn stars now, anyways. So
I mean, the thing about it, how I'm a judge OF girls, I don't even buy their content.
look at Reddit.
yeah, that's true. Well, I was gonna say Reddit.
That's the end of the show, everybody. We're going into some dark.
There's a Reddit.
That's the end of the show, everybody.
Yeah,
We're going into some dark discussions and dark areas right now. I forget that's the end of it right
I do
now.
appreciate y'all though.
I can't wait to see the list that Zelmay comes up with for the 30 Huz.
Oh, I know it's gonna be bad, man. I know it's not gonna be good.
I can't wait to see the initial 4 Huz that are going to go on the start Mount Rushmore.
Y'all vote for them.
I'm
Y'all vote
intrigued.
for them.
Yeah, we gonna vote for those.
know.
But even with that, I know it's gonna be bad when he pull up them 30. And I'll be like, bro, 15 of these shouldn't even have been up here. I know it's gonna be that way. I know it. I'm gonna be upset, bro. I know it.
You gotta remember, he just goes off of the internet's popularity. So
I know that, and that's gonna be the problem because the internet got bad taste. Like Afro-Common, you saw the way I went through Watson's list, and I'm like, Watson, these shouldn't be here. Like I know it, bro. I know I'm be upset.
But think that was Watson and his some anime Huz over all anime Huz.
Like the second somebody puts Tsunade on the list, I'm gonna be looking at y'all like, bro, what's wrong with y'all? She shouldn't even be top 30. I'm gonna be on there.
We'll still make it onto the 30, but that doesn't mean we have to let her onto the mountain, brother. She's already got a face on a fucking hook.
Top 30, bro. Just people don't know how to get past the milk.
Maybe she won't be there, Monray. Maybe she won't be there. We gotta get there first.
Top 30. Brother. She shouldn't even be on the slot wasted for that. There's too many hoes.
Do not search my Reddit searches for this week because I got work to do.
There's too many hoes we wasted on freaking Tsunade, bro.
Yo, this nigga's search history is finna be in shambles, brother. So Zelmay's search history is finna be in shambles.
It's over with. It's over with.
Somebody call Trafalgar Law now.
I am a professional. This is only for professional purposes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All for the work. Wait, it's just for the content, folks.
Yep. Go ahead and put the Gooners, keep it 99, Mount Rushmore. That's what you got to put next week.
Good at 99, Mount Rushmore, brother.
You did this.
We got
this,
we got games, we got TV, we got everything here.
And now you got to add a slot in there for hoes. Now you did this, Zell. You did this, Overlord Zell.
Slot for the
But I do appreciate
that it's not actually a computer chip, it's one of those remote control vibes.
And on that note,
make sure you like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all see our top 4 in the Mount Rushmore: Dragonball Z, Tenkaichi 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Mortal Kombat 11, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget that we got a lot to do. And y'all know it. Overall99ent@gmail.com. Don't forget you are part of the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. And overall99media.org, you can pick these beautiful people's faces, check them out on their pages and websites. And since this is the end of the show, and we have our Saboteur/winner next week. Don't forget, we're gonna call it waifus because I can put waifus on it. We're gonna end the show. Afro, take us out.
Yeah, you already know your local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the folks a daily dose of dirtbag, same given different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. You can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. You can catch me god dang Wednesdays on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable doing top 10 anything. Thursdays on Casual Conversations where I casually conversate with Zell May and the lovely Miss Moonbeam when she decides to join us. Friday on Friday Night Europe. Come join the Discord. Come join Bad Take University. Freshman orientation year round. And then Saturdays, you can catch me on Make It Make Sense, the podcast. And Sundays here on Mount Rushmore. You know the vibes. Something flagrant, something inflammatory. Mount Rushmore, a huzz coming soon. You dig?
Richard Jefferson, I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man. Stephen A. Smith, I sentence you to 4,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
Sing, give me. Sing, give me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sing, give me. Sing, give me. Same game. Oh, yeah. Different name. Different name. All gas. No brakes. No shame. Cold hard takes. Feel the flame. Scumbag vibes on repeat. Neighborhood can't be beat. Can't be beat. Casual combo, let it play. Woo. Sing, give me different day. Hey. Africami on the rise, beautiful cosplay, hypnotized, ebony moonbeam, wild and free, debaucherous whore, that's the key, scumbag vibe.